everybody, my name is Ellie Jaden and Dave has kindly let me take over his channel today while he is away, and I really appreciate this opportunity because I actually used to make a majority of fashion and beauty and lifestyle videos on my channel, and while I still like that kind of thing, I want to move over into social commentary, speaking about the hypocrisy that is social justice warriors and extreme third wave feminists, which is something that I've put off speaking about for a really long time now, mainly out of fear, and backlash. And I think a lot of people probably feel the same way, but are just so terrified to even speak out on these issues. And that is what I want to talk about today. For a long time now, I've watched different YouTubers like Lauren Southern, Blair White, Shoe on Head, and Dirty Hippie Panda, just to name a few, and I've always admired their guts just to speak up and speak out against the kind of hypocrisy that goes on in the SJW community, and I really admired that for a long time, but I was just terrified to speak out about it because I have seen people just receive the most insane amount of backlash for even remotely criticizing these people's regressive rhetoric and beliefs. It's funny because even before I decided to make videos about these kind of things, I saw evidence of the double standard everywhere all the time online, and I was just always too afraid to actually speak out against it. And I noticed that the minute anybody opens their mouth, and when I say anybody I mean other women, when other women actually decide to speak out or challenge the beliefs of these extreme Tumblr feminists, as I like to call them, they absolutely get shot down. They get told that they're gender traitors, that they have internalized misogyny, and there's never actually a discussion. It's just one side shouting at the other all the time, and they just never ever try to hear what any other woman has to say if they have anything to say against this rhetoric or belief. And I find that really sad because it's really ironic that extreme feminists claim to want to have the right for free speech for everybody and for all women, when really they just try to silence any woman that challenges them in any way. As a lot of you know, this offended by everything culture that is happening is taking over college campuses, schools, workplaces, and just everyday life, that it's starting to becoming such an issue that I really feel like more people need to talk about this. I can actually remember one of the first times I came across the hypocrisy of Western feminism, Tumblr feminism, if you will, when I read an interview with the actress Shailene Woodley, and she did an interview with Time magazine, and I remember Cosmopolitan posted this article about how awful Shailene Woodley was in this interview, and I thought that was very interesting, and I actually wrote down a quote from it. Shailene Woodley said, "I think the idea to raise women to power, to take men away from power, is never going to work out because we need balance." And I remember reading that thinking, I agree. What is so horrible about that? Isn't balance what we strive to have within society? What could possibly be wrong with that? And then Shailene did the worst thing she could have ever done. She said that she did not personally identify as a feminist. And Cosmopolitan ripped her a new one, calling her all this shit, a bad role model to the kids that watch her in her movies. And I'm just wow, can a woman not identify as she fucking pleases? Is that not what feminism is striving to do, to let women make their own fucking choices? Apparently not. Another instance is when Meryl Streep, the legendary Meryl Streep, did an interview on a press tour, and she was asked questions about feminism and if she identified as a feminist. And Meryl Streep said, "I am a humanist. I am for nice, easy balance." So she would not outright say the word feminist. She just said she was a humanist and that she wanted balance within society, and they fucking went crazy. Oh my god, people did not like that Meryl Streep did not use the word feminist in her response. So after this, the complete shit show that is Jezebel.com decided to post an article against Streep, slamming her for this. And they said, "In early September, Streep sent a package to each member of Congress urging him or her to support the Equal Rights Amendment, which would make it illegal to discriminate against women. But for some reason, she doesn't feel comfortable calling herself a feminist." The thing thing that I don't get is they're so upset that these women don't want to use the word feminist to describe themselves, yet it is clear that both women are advocates for equality. They're practically egalitarians, but they don't want to identify as anything. They're just trying to tell you that they believe in equal rights. So what's the fucking problem? If somebody doesn't want to use a word to identify themselves, what do you fucking care? Once their morals are clear and that they are obviously in support of equality, what does it fucking matter? Why do women have to identify as feminists in order to gain the respect of feminists? Why can't women just want equal rights for all and not have to fucking self-identify as anything in particular? What does it fucking matter to you? I don't understand it. Why are you trying to make all women to conform to your fucking group? They don't have to do that. That's the beauty of equality. Women can do what the fuck they want. Women are perfectly capable of individual thought, and just because a woman doesn't want to identify with the word feminist doesn't mean she's anti-women. Quite the fucking opposite, actually. And maybe, just maybe, the reason why some women don't want to identify with this third wave Tumblr feminism that's going on in the world today is because of tweets like this. Or maybe it's because of people like this. Just saying. I wish these types of people would stop trying to push every single woman into this victimhood mentality that they've adopted. Let women think for themselves. Anyways, I hope I got my point across in this video, but what I wanted to say overall is, I feel like if other women feel similar to me, or they have their own opinions on these topics and they want to speak out against them, they should be allowed to. We should have free speech. We should be allowed to say what we want without being met with pitchforks from other women. We're capable of individual thought and we have the right to our own opinion. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you again to Dave for letting me feature on his channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!